Chicken nuggets, whether from frozen supermarket brands like Tyson or served hot and fast at chains like McDonald's, are among the most ubiquitous, heavily processed foods consumed across all age groups in industrialized nations. Marketed as kid-friendly, convenient, and protein-rich, these products are anything but wholesome. Beneath the golden, crunchy exterior lies a cocktail of degraded meat parts, chemical stabilizers, artificial breading, and preservatives that not only strip away nutritional value, but introduce a toxic load to the body over time. The image of the chicken nugget as a source of lean protein is dangerously misleading, and the truth about what's inside these little bites is far more disturbing than most consumers realize. Let's start with the core ingredient, the chicken. In most mass-market nuggets, you are not getting whole cuts of chicken breast. Instead, you're getting what is known as mechanically separated meat or reconstituted meat slurry. This is a blend of ground muscle, skin, connective tissue, and sometimes even bone fragments, all emulsified into a uniform paste. In many production facilities, leftover chicken parts, those not fit for direct sale, are processed into a pinkish substance that is then treated with preservatives and stabilizers to improve texture, color, and shelf life. This meat is far removed from anything resembling a freshly carved piece of poultry. Studies examining the composition of chicken nuggets have found that many contain less than 50% actual muscle meat. The rest is a mix of fat, skin, epithelium, blood vessels, and nerves, things you would never knowingly eat if they were visible in their original form. This industrial blending allows manufacturers to reduce costs while creating a consistent texture and mouthfeel, but it also makes the product devoid of meaningful nutrition. The amino acid profile is degraded, the fat content is often higher than expected, and any natural vitamins or minerals that existed in the original chicken are diminished or destroyed by intense processing and high-heat cooking. Then comes the breading, the crunchy, seasoned coating that gives nuggets their signature look and flavor. This breading is typically made from refined wheat flour, cornstarch, sugar, and a host of synthetic flavorings and texturizers like maltodextrin and modified food starch. It is often deep-fried in industrial seed oils, typically soybean or canola oil, that are reused multiple times in commercial fryers. This repeated heating generates oxidized lipids, acrylamide, and advanced glycation end products, AGEs, all of which contribute to systemic inflammation, cellular damage, and increased risk of cancer and cardiovascular disease. The deep frying also locks in a heavy calorie load, turning what should be a light protein source into a fat-dense, energy-dense snack that promotes weight gain and metabolic dysfunction. The oils themselves are another hidden hazard. They are usually high in omega-6 fatty acids and extremely low in protective omega-3s, throwing off the body's essential fatty acid balance. This imbalance, when sustained over time, contributes to inflammation-related illnesses including heart disease, autoimmune disorders, and mood disorders. Additionally, many commercial frying oils are treated with chemical anti-foaming agents and preservatives like TBHQ, tertiary butyl hydroquin, which has been linked in animal studies to immune system dysfunction, liver toxicity, and DNA damage. These compounds may accumulate with repeated exposure, especially in children, who are often the primary consumers of chicken nuggets. Preservation is another critical concern. To keep frozen nuggets shelf-stable for months or even years, manufacturers rely on additives such as sodium phosphates, nitrates, and other stabilizers. Sodium phosphates, in particular, are problematic. They are added to retain moisture and improve the juiciness of meat, but they also disrupt calcium and phosphorus balance in the body. Chronic intake has been linked to kidney damage, vascular calcification, and increased risk of cardiovascular disease, especially in individuals with existing kidney issues or hypertension. And then there's the salt. Chicken nuggets are loaded with sodium. A typical serving of Tyson or McDonald's nuggets can deliver 600 to 800 milligrams of sodium, sometimes more, which is about a third of the daily recommended limit for adults, and far more than children should consume in a single meal. Beyond the nutritional breakdown, there is a cultural and behavioral danger embedded in chicken nugget consumption. These products are aggressively marketed to children through cartoons, kids' meals, and fun packaging, training young palates to crave soft, salty, fatty textures with minimal fiber or complexity. Over time, this leads to a reduced appreciation for real food, limited vegetable and whole grain intake, and an aversion to natural textures and flavors. Kids grow into adults who default to fast food or convenience meals, creating a multi-generational cycle of processed food dependency. Nuggets are often consumed with sugary sauces like ketchup or honey mustard, adding even more refined sugar and processed ingredients to the equation. Let's not forget the psychological aspect of perceived safety and ease. Chicken nuggets seem safe, familiar, tidy, kid-approved. But this familiarity is engineered. The texture is made uniform so that there are no surprises, no weird bites. The color is consistent thanks to additives. The flavor never varies. This industrial predictability numbs the sensory system and disconnects people from the diversity of real food, which is naturally variable and complex. In this way, nuggets become more than just a meal. They become a gateway food to an entire ultra-processed diet, devoid of vitality, micronutrients, and diversity. In conclusion, frozen and fast food chicken nuggets are a prime example of how the food industry has taken something once wholesome and transformed it into a hyper-processed, chemical-laden product with serious long-term health consequences. The meat is degraded and reconstituted. The breading is inflammatory and devoid of nutrients. The oils are oxidized and laden with toxins, and the preservatives wreak havoc on organ systems. They may be cheap, convenient, and tasty, but the cost to metabolic, cardiovascular, and even respiratory health is far too high. For both children and adults, regular consumption of chicken nuggets is not just a poor dietary choice. It is a direct route to chronic disease, hormonal imbalance, and systemic inflammation. The best way to reclaim health is to reject these factory-formed imposters and return to real, whole, unprocessed food, chicken as it was meant to be, not as it has been mechanically reimagined.